The matriarchy is a society where motherhood and child rearing are centered as the most important. That is the foundation of a feminist society. When motherhood and child rearing become the focus of all, whether you have children or not, then everything else follows. Empathy, sustainability, growth orientedness, community, looking after each other, support and nurture become the basic standard for all. An immature or incomplete form of feminism is a rip-off version of what we already have, which is the patriarchy, which centers the patriarch, traditionally a man, who brings in the resource. The goal of the patriarchy has always been capitalism, which is about hoarding as much assets and resources as possible. Having a female leader does not make that person a feminist. The ultra-capitalistic and patriarchal model is self-involved and self-serving agenda where one person has all the power and the resources exist for them. When you have a bad boss, it's because they're following the patriarchal model. There's no explanation. You do as I say. If you don't get it or if you fail, you're out. The matriarchal or the feminine model of leadership is about long-term sustainable growth, training and nurturing somebody, bringing out their best talent, which is extremely difficult to do when there's the push of capitalism punitively threatening the leader. This is why we have the society that we have. So if you're not integrating your healing and self-development from a societal, community, socially based context. So what does healing, growth, and feminism all look like in the context under the umbrella of capitalism, patriarchy, and racism? As a leader, you can create or you can become a part of a community where capitalistic standards still have to be met while creating pockets of opportunity where sustainability, connection, nurture, all of that can be supported in some way. This is a very sophisticated level of leadership because it requires you to really tune in to the people who are in the community where each individual matters. That in itself is very difficult to do based on the resources that are in capitalism. But if you wanted to know what is a type of leadership that isn't traumatizing, the feminine matriarchal model, this is what it will look like in a nutshell. The principle centers from motherhood and focusing on development of each individual, creating a growing, sustainable community. That is the basis of a matriarchal leadership model.